All right, next we're going to Raw. You already know what it is. I mean, beautiful skyline aerial shot. It kicks off, and then you hear Joe Tessitore.
Joey T, baby.
And he sounds like a damn beginning to a damn college or NFL game.
It's a motherfucking boxing, bro.
It just came out of nowhere.
The boxing. Oh, man. It sounds like a Floyd Mayweather fight. And y'all people are giving him no opportunities to succeed at all. You guys are being some little bitches.
I mean, I will say, give the man a chance. Let's see what he's having.
Let him cook.
And the fact that he actually is a pro wrestling
fan.
So I always respect that.
Yeah.
Now, he's not just somebody who just can do it because he's in the industry and he's getting paid to do it with no love for the industry. Yeah. He actually got love for it. So, and you can actually hear it in some of the comments he made and some of the action he was calling. You can actually hear the excitement peaking his voice at certain times.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was genuine.
Yeah. And he said it after. He said, I was too much of a fan. It was my first day.
Really?
And yeah, he said it. He was like, I was more of a fan than a professional or something like that. You know, paraphrasing. But he didn't even recognize it. And I was like, well, like, y'all hardcore WWE fans are definitely not as bad as the hardcore AEW fans. But
no, they're worse.
Like, he messed up when Dragunov hit his sling blade kind of closer, and he just called it a huge shoulder. And, like, he didn't know that was one of the finishers out of nowhere, so he, like, didn't react. Like, like Michael Cole would have been like, I'm blanking on the fucking name of his finisher right now.
Right.
And, like, he hit him with it, and he was just like, huge shoulder, and then it was 1, 2, 3 pins, so it just kind of... On TV, it kind of took away from the exciting.
He hit you with the
Well, no, he didn't hit him with that. He hit him with that flying fucking.
Oh, European uppercut?
Yeah. But he calls it something like a super sling blade or something.
Oh, okay.
And Joe Tessitore just called it
the big shoulder,
a huge shoulder. Oh. And everyone's like, "You should know this." And it was like, dude, it's his first day. It's his first day.
He even hit him with the shoulder.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like he hit him with a huge shoulder. What? Oh my God, he wins because like Joe Tessitore didn't realize that was one of his finishers.
Right.
So, but
give him some grace.
Yeah, give him a chance, guys. Fucking A, man.
No, look,
you're gonna learn to love him. People are like, no. People hate everyone new in WWE all the time.
WWE fans are the worst. Just like AEW fans, they're bad because they live in a box.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're living in like this independent Japanese wrestling box. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And the people who don't know these new dudes, like, who are this guy? You don't know this guy?
Yeah.
No, I don't know this guy.
It's like Okada. It's like,
right.
I don't
know who Okada is.
Tell me who he is.
Right. So,
tell me how great he is, and instead of being like, fuck you, you should know who he is. You're not a true wrestling fan. It's like, no, bro, I can't watch 18 hours a week of wrestling, bro. Like,
right.
Bills and shit, bro.
No shit. Gotta go to work, right? Listen, but WWE fans, they do not. I mean, they will shit on you if you come from an industry and you're not from the industry.
Yeah.
They will fucking shit on you hard, and they will give you a hard time.
Yeah.
Like, it'll take a while for you to embrace you and shit.
Yeah. I remember when I was at Royal Rumble and Jordan Grace came out from TNA.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, who the fuck's this? And the guy behind me, you don't know who that is? I was like, dude, chill, dude. Damn it, bro. I'm here to watch WWE. I don't know who the TNA people are, bro. Shit. And she hadn't even been on NXT at that time that I loosely, like, if I'm bored and I ain't got nothing to watch, I'll put on NXT. Right. Good at NXT is a lot better wrestling than WWE.
It is.
But, like, and I think they're slowly bringing that into the main roster with the Ilios and, the Braun Breakers. I think the wrestling is going to get a lot better real fast in WWE with these NXT influences.
Here's the thing.
Creed Brothers, amazing wrestlers. Puts on AEW type matches.
But look, see, this is the problem I have, though. And I was hoping Triple H, being in power, he would change this. So, when Triple H was running NXT, that was the saving grace of NXT. It's like, their matches are fucking awesome.
The black and gold.
The black and gold. Yeah. The matches were like these independent wrestling matches being televised in a professional production. Like, oh shit, that shit is. And NXT was rocking. Okay. Problem is when Vince get a hold of him and put him on the main roster, and then he makes him wrestle this fucking this WWE style, this main roster style of wrestling. You know, the slower pace and please telegraph your moves and all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of flicks. But I was hoping Triple H was gonna switch that, but he hasn't.
He's slowly doing it.
You think so, bro? I don't see it.
He's got to slowly do it for this reason right now, because of what Hulk Hogan said again on Logan Paul's podcast. He said, because he wrestled in, New Japan for a little bit, and, it's all about wrestling.
Right.
And he said when he came to the U.S. crowds, he realized doing like this got a bigger pop than doing, a fucking move.
Yeah.
So he's like, you just got to adjust for the American crowd, which that's what WWE turned into, which I'm a fan of, is the storytelling, the playing with the fans, the crowd, everything. I love it all. But I'm also starting now to appreciate the AEW wrestling matches. They're putting on some great matches. Now we just need to have... They need to fuck and have a baby, have a fucking baby, and I think that's what NXT is, and they're bringing the great wrestlers slowly through NXT and kind of giving us one at a time every year so we can slowly get used to their matches. Like, the crowd hasn't really embraced Ilya Dragunov yet, but you watch Ormello or Andrade, but you watch their match and you're like, God, that was a good fucking match, man. And it's like, I do kind of like them now.
It's
and then they'll give them the storyline.
It makes you change on how you like the wrestlers, because WWE, it predicates itself on, if you like their gimmick, if you like how they're presented to you, then you will like them.
Yeah.
Right? Well, the old way of liking wrestlers was how they perform in the ring determined if you like that wrestler.
Yeah.
And then you get to catch on to this gimmick and his persona, and like, oh, I understand. Oh, it's how they wrestle in the ring is what you latch on to.
Well, yeah, but unless they come in with a great story.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, like, if you, like, most unknown wrestlers, like Razor Ramon, when he first came out, he didn't have, like, no story. He was just
he was,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you fuck with him, because his character is so bigger than life. And then his wrestling style, and this is something I wish they would bring back more prominently. Like, this is why Gunther is such a success. His wrestling style fits his persona.
That hard nose. That's what you're getting.
Razor Ramon's wrestling style fit his persona. That slow
Undertaker wrestling style
fit his persona. You know what I'm saying?
Stone Cold's wrestling style fit his persona. I feel like some wrestlers in WWE get that right. Like Cody, his style is definitely his persona.
Cody's all over the place.
No. And then Roman is definitely his persona, is his wrestling. Like,
it is
slow, methodical. I'm gonna talk shit. I'm gonna pony against the rope.
Well, he found his niche, because before he was not like that.
Dude,
Taco Vest.
What did we watch? I was watching WWE Rivals on Hulu. They're starting to add all the seasons. Thank you. I love it. I don't want to buy the AEW app. I have enough apps I already pay for. But yeah, so you can AEW, not AEW app, A&E. To watch the legends and the rivals and that, So, but I'm watching the Brock Lesnar Roman Reigns Rivals. And my wife's like, that's Roman? I was like, yeah. She's like, it doesn't look like Roman. Like, it looks like him, but it looks like... I was like, yeah, this was like 12 years ago, Roman, but... And then, like, you just, like, she's like, the crowd hated him? I was like, oh, yeah, man. I was like, everyone hated this man. And she's like, it's so crazy now how, like, she was like, you react to him.
Right.
Fucking insane.
Right.
And I'm like, yeah. And, like, everyone hated him back in the day.
Because he was being shoved down our throat.
Yeah.
Vince McMahon put that rocket in his back. So like, this is the guy. And we was like, fuck no. We don't like him. He's cheesy. We don't understand him. We don't get it. What's going on?
Even like Undertaker talks on his podcast, he was like, Roman should have been the one to break the streak. Because everyone knew Roman was the guy.
You couldn't then.
But that's what he said.
Roman, you couldn't then.
I definitely agree. Brock shouldn't have broke the streak.
Fucking tribal chief Roman. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. But
if he would have beat the Street as Tribal Chief Roman, bro,
like right when he turns,
bro, before he even got his title, that would have elevated him.
But he was the second guy to beat Taker at.
I know, but it just took away. So
yeah, Brock definitely shouldn't have been. Definitely should never have beat Undertaker at Mania. Man. No way.
Who you thought should have been there?
Roman eventually. Roman or
at that time period, like if Taker had to lose that WrestleMania, who would you put other than Brock?
In that WrestleMania?
In that WrestleMania, that's believable too.
No one would be believable.
That's why Brock is there.
That's why you wait.
That's why Brock. Well, Taker was getting old then, bro.
But he was. But then he wrestled how much longer?
He was concussed in that same match. He got concussed. So yeah.
I would have. I'll say The Miz. What's up? No, I'm just playing. I love The Miz.
He's like got to, but no.
But let's start with Raw. Shit, we went on a tangent there. But who do y'all think should have beat Undertaker? Who do y'all think?
Yeah.
Let us know. But we're gonna start Raw with Rhea coming out. She comes out. She's cutting a promo. Then Dom comes out. He's got a black eye. He's got a bloody eye. Wrestling's real.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Pro wrestling is real.
You know. They just get into the back and forth, and then she's like, I'll take on Liv anytime, anywhere. Dom's like, I'll take her,
Mm-hmm.
Dom also said, they didn't get much sleep for many reasons, is what he said. I don't get it. Man, Dom's wife, strong lady, bro.
I mean,
Dom better be getting some paycheck, baby.
I'm watching this promo. I'm watching this segment. I'm like, okay. I'm settling into it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm noticing, and here goes again, the E, with they shit. I'm like, why do they have to overly saturate? If something is good, don't give us all of it at one time. Like, for example, when Mommy comes to the ring, right? She like when she started doing this shit right here now. She this shit every fucking 5 minutes now, bro. Yeah. You're oversaturating it. Dom, this is what I was talking about. I texted you this last night. He's leaning too much into the crowd shit. Like sometimes, sometimes he won't. It don't even sound like he's trying to really talk anymore. Before it was funny and it was dope because he was actually trying to talk and the crowd was drowning him out. Yeah. Now he'll go, I wanna. Yeah. And then what I'm saying? Like, oh, come on. Now you do. Stop it.
He's like, you think he's going too hard, but they are booing.
They're going too hard. They're going too hard, man.
They booing the shit out.
It's leaning too much into it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I know this is pro wrestling. I know this is a scripted form of entertainment, but there has to be a certain amount of organic, a certain amount of realism, a certain amount of improv involved in the product to keep fans like us tuned in.
Yeah.
I cannot watch a wrestling show knowing that every fucking thing is going to be scripted all the way down. It has to be some kind of improv, some kind of off script. You know what I'm saying?
They're getting away from that. Again, I keep bringing it up. Hulk Hogan on Logan Paul. But Rock was talking about kind of the changing because they used to just call it, Hogan would be like, we'll call it. We'll see what's out there. But the match against The Rock at WrestleMania, they're like, hey, The Rock wants to meet you in this warehouse. They got a ring set up. They want to go over the match. And Hulk's like, go over the match? What the fuck? No. He's like, we're not going to go over the match. He's like, we'll figure it out there. Right. We'll figure it out there. Right. So he said, out of respect, he said that he went out there, and The Rock's like, we're going to do this. We're going to do this. And they got the ring and they go over it. And he's like, all right. He's like, but what if that doesn't work? They're like, he's like, you're just going to power through? And The Rock's like, yeah, we'll just power through. Blah, blah, blah. And he's like, no, if it's not working, you got to switch it up. And then they asked Hogan to do the match in the ring with him and go through it and have the match before the match. And Hogan was like, brother, I'm going to get hurt if I don't have the adrenaline of, 60,000 people. He's like, Hulk's like, I can't do a match just in an empty warehouse.
Hey, you know what? That is, I never really thought about that.
Yeah.
He's like, how he breaks down the adrenaline and the raw emotion and the energy you get from all the crowd.
Yeah.
Well, kind of gives you a boost where you can take those bumps and take those hits and keep going. But if you don't come in like that, amped up, and you can't take a bump,
you just take a bump. Like,
no.
But then Hogan's like, he said, I did everything to be the bad guy. He's like, I hit him with a ball bean hammer. I hit him.
Yeah.
I wrapped his semi-truck in chains and hit him with the semi-truck, back the semi-truck up, hit him again.
Right.
And then he said, I come out, and the crowd's giving me the biggest ovation of all time. And the crowd's kind of 50-50. What we start doing is what Rock's plan did, and then he gives The Rock credit. He's like, I told him, I was like, we got to switch this up. He said, listen to me. He said, Hogan got it back on track. They went way off scripts from what Rock wanted to do. Hogan gets it back on track. And then what he said, what makes Rock one of the greatest is he started calling the match when we were in the ring. He was like, this motherfucker started calling the match in the ring.
Really?
And he's like, 100% of the time I call the match in the ring.
Right.
But he's like, Rock kind of took over and he called the match. And he went and he was like, I attribute as much as Rock wanted to plan it out, he was still able to be great while calling it on the fly. Right. And that's what.
But see, he's old school though.
Yeah.
That it's like.
And no discredit. Like Logan Paul was like, he was like, there's no way I could call a match on the fly. Like in his mind, I could feel that.
I got Logan Paul. Analogy. It's like freestyling. When I was coming up,
like rapping,
you do hip hop.
Yeah.
If you didn't know how to freestyle, you couldn't consider yourself a fucking MC or a rapper. You couldn't. Yeah. You couldn't consider it. Yeah. It was a mandatory thing. You must know how to freestyle.
Yeah, Drake.
Yeah. And write your own shit. But now, in wrestling, it's not mandatory that you know how to call a match on the fly.
You can plan that whole shit out.
Oh,
that's what they do.
That takes away so much.
Yeah. Dustin Rhodes said that. He was like, they don't call it on the fly no more. They want everything just, you're going to duck under lip, bang, and you just bam, 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 bam. And, some of them matches are probably banging. No, I'm guessing a Will Ospreay Ricochet match, you kind of have to know what the fuck's going to happen.
You think so?
Their moves are so intricate sometimes. You can't really call that sometimes on the fly.
Maybe initially, but I know they worked together many times before. So I'm pretty sure.
So yeah, when it gets
they dance, so it's like they know.
Yeah, like when Miz and Cena were working together at all the house shows. They were like, we didn't really have to talk. We could just
They knew
what was happening.
Right.
Bam, 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 bam. Yeah. But so Liv jumps Rhea from behind, beats the shit out of her, gets her little knee.
Do you think that was
gets her leg caught? The little callback with Damian Priest.
What you think? Oh shit! But these niggas, you think that shit was real?
What?
How she got hung up on the ropes?
Oh, they played that. 100%. Because it was a callback to when Damian got caught up in the ropes on accident against Drew.
Yeah, that was
It was definitely a callback. Yeah, it was definitely a callback. It was definitely a callback. Because then, Liv's beating the shit out of it, and then here comes Damian. They run away. Damian stops to help Rhea, blah, blah, blah. And basically, they kind of had Rhea get hurt so she can't be the tag partner for Damian and face a dude.
But that's one thing. That's one thing I didn't understand. I'm like, if Rhea didn't get hurt, were we going to run it back again? Were we going to run back to down Rhea and Damian versus?
Well, no, because Dom was in the triple threat match for the IC championship.
Okay, so why would he want to get
just to set up?
Just for what?
Just to set up the main event. Because who's Rhea gonna call? Her Waffle House partner, Jey Uso, to be Damian's partner against JD and Finn.
I can't wait till we talk about the backstage segment. With Uso.
Yeah.
And, goddamn Breaker.
Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that.
We're gonna get to that, yes, about what he said. But then we get we're just gonna run through this real quick. We get Shayna and Zelina. Who cares?
I'm not gonna front. I'm not lying. I fast forward through this shit because I have no interest at all. Selena, nah.
Did you hear Sonya Deville though? The internet's roasting her.
About what?
When she cut the promo at the end.
No, I fast forward that shit.
Oh, bro. I don't even know how to say it.
Say it.
This shit was hilarious. She said, Sonya was like, ain't no woman in the locker room. can take us in the ring.
Oh, I heard
And
that.
ain't no man in the locker room taking us home, and we're all like, yeah, we know.
We all knew, like, yeah.
Sonya's with Dakota Kai.
Really?
Yeah, I think they're like together.
Shit.
And then we were just like, I was like, I don't know, like, there's no way WWE told them to write that, knowing, like, you know.
I think the WWE, I couldn't.
There's no way.
She must have
Do you think she just thought it in her mind?
Ain't no man gonna take us home.
Yeah. I was like,
I was confused. I was like, in our believe y'all lesbians, right?
We don't know for sure. We don't know for sure.
Shayna's lesbian.
We don't know for sure.
I know Songs of HEELZ one because they promote her.
Yeah.
About when it's Pride Month. She's like one of the main ones.
Sonya for sure, because I think she's married to Dakota Kai. I think.
And then
and that's what's funny is because they took Dakota Kai out, and I was like, quit being your wife.
And then Zoe Stark, most definitely, you could tell.
You never know these days. I don't know.
You know. That's why it's called the Fusion Exclusions. That's what they call it.
But the internet was roasting them.
Yeah, it was like, what?
Yeah,
I did see that. I was actually trying to like start editing one of the videos and stuff, and then I had it playing. Then I fast forward the match and I stopped. I heard that. And I said, what? I was like, what did they say? No, okay.
Maybe
it was a writer thing. A writer dropped the ball on that one.
Bro, but then I don't know. Maybe they're like, hey, fuck it. But then we're going to breeze through real quick. We get it American Made versus Alpha Academy. But we're not. We're just going to breeze through that match real quick because it was just a match. Maxine had a good moment. Tozawa rips off her shirt, does the worm, blah, blah, blah. But American Made, they set up. They call out the Wyatt Six.
Mm-hmm.
Hit the promo. And Chad Gable says, you bring your 4. I'll bring my 4 with obviously 3 males, 1 female, Ivy Nile, who I love Ivy Nile.
Mm-hmm.
I love her. Sure, she's very good in ring.
Yeah.
She's got the look. Future champ in my book. But
she's like a female pit bull.
Yeah. Who do you think who's the Wyatt Six member that gets left out? I think it's big what's goddamn it? Why am I blanking?
It's gonna be Rowan.
Eric Rowan. Yeah, I think he gets left out.
Yeah.
But Bo Dallas comes out as Uncle Howdy and cuts like a promo. He talks about how he hasn't been the same in like 374 days, which is when his brother passed away, Bray Wyatt.
Mm-hmm.
So he says he's been taken over, blah, blah, blah.
Now, my life is not even mine anymore.
Yep.
You know what?
It was a great promo.
Him's been taken over. And you know who him is? The Fiend. You know why? Because we're going to get the Fiend.
Yeah.
And we're going to get Alexa Bliss.
When does she come back?
Female Fiend. I promise you.
That's just the female Fiend?
She's going to come back as the female Fiend, bro. That's going to be the 6th member. I'm telling you, man.
I would like that.
I'm telling you.
Because they keep talking about when Alexa Bliss comes back, is she coming back as like the sweetheart Alexa Bliss or like the demon Alexa Bliss?
No,
she comes back as the
female Fiend. They're going to make a match for her. It's going to be dope as hell.
You think, bro?
Come on, man.
That
will complete the whole.
I think that would piss off a lot of WWE fans though, because they'd be like, "How dare you put anyone else in that?" Blah blah blah.
But she will be the only one, rightfully so, to do it because she was the only one who had an alliance storyline with the Fiend.
Yeah,
he was the first one that he kind of possessed.
Yeah,
and brought her into the fun house, and you know what I'm saying. So why not her?
But like she turned on. She literally
was the Fiend's protege.
Yeah. But she turned on him.
Yeah, but that's what Fiends do.
Yeah, we'll see.
You can't be a Fiend if you don't turn.
It'd be dope. We'll see. But I'm excited for Raw on Monday to see this not fatal 4-way 4-on-4 women, because of course you're gonna have Ivy and Nikki Cross in there. And I'm assuming Bo Dallas is going to be there. And then I really like Dexter Lumis. I really like him wrestling. And I like the other guy.
Gracie got Joe Gracie.
Joe Gracie, yep. But then we get CM Punk coming out, and he's calling out, not Drew. He's done with Drew. He's done with Drew. Who's he call out?
He calls
the Danger.
I'm looking in the future. Let's get down to business. He said, let's get down to business.
Yep.
I'm talking to you, Gunther.
Gunther.
I'm coming for you, Gunther.
Yeah.
CM Punk, did you see that?
I
From
feel
the
like
backstage interview, CM Punk, he said, I'm coming for you, Gunther. I said, wait a minute. You trying to do the riff reference to Booker T? I'm coming.
oh, okay. I feel like as much as I've seen CM's old promos and stuff, I feel like his promos have been lacking, bro. Even the crowd has been kind of lacking. I feel that's just my opinion.
Listen,
how do you feel? You're a huge CM Punk fan.
I rock with Punk.
Yeah,
right. This Punk, I don't like. I don't like this
edge.
Punk. He don't have no edge.
Yeah.
He's too babyface.
Yeah.
I think he's more babyface than damn Cody. And I think it can get more babyface than Cody. Cody is like the American sweetheart.
Roman's babyface number uno right now.
No. I'm talking about just
but in
the
general,
action.
Yeah.
He's like super babyface.
Yeah. And that maybe has a lot to do with Drew, though. That might have a lot to do with Drew. That might have a lot. CM might be a huge babyface because of Drew. I mean, especially what happens because Drew comes out
from underneath the ring with the hoodie
and smashes this motherfucker.
Swipes his leg.
Smashes motherfuckers. And people were mad at Joe Tessitore again because he said Drew still had the hoodie on. He's standing right in front of Joe Tessitore. And he's like, that's Drew in a hoodie. That's Drew in a hoodie before he did this. So people were like, he kind of ruined the moment. It's like, bitch, we all know it was.
We knew it was fucking.
We all knew it was Drew McIntyre.
He was wide open.
His hairy chest.
That's Drew McIntyre muscles. That's Drew McIntyre muscles. That's one thing about wrestling fans.
Yeah,
like
we know
their body structure. It's like, oh, that's fucking. Yeah. Angle has fucking gold.
If you see Gunther's just this area, you'd be like, that's Gunther.
Right. It's like, come on, man. But
it was a great segment. Drew beats the shit. Claymore after Claymore after Claymore. Gets him in the ring. Here comes the bodyguards in suits. And then some other bodyguards. Drew's like, back the hell up. I'm taking the bracelet. I'm taking the bracelet. I'm taking the bracelet.
Takes off the bracelet. Looks at it like this. And then I was like, I know he's going to break it, but how is he going to break it? And I was
I knew it was coming. I was like, he's breaking
it, but how? Was he going to go give it up? Or was it, the way he broke it, snapped it, put the charms in his hand, and stuffed them in Punk's mouth. Punk is,
and then Punk's get up. Drew gets over here, claymores him, beads go flying out the mouth.
Perfect visual.
Perfect.
You know what I mean?
And then they stretcher CM Punk out. They're about to put him in the ambulance. Here comes Drew again. Yeah. Squeezing the eyes, just messing them up, man. They're definitely setting up
bad blood. This will be the final match. Hell in a Cell. And I don't
Hell
want
in a Cell or First Blood. Either one.
No, it's going to be Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, you think?
I don't want it to happen.
Yeah.
But I already know Punk is going to win.
Yeah.
I don't want him to win this. I want Drew to win.
Yeah.
I want Drew.
I think Drew wins.
I think Drew deserves to win.
Yeah, I think he does.
I really do.
I think he does.
I really fucking do. He has been phenomenal keeping up this storyline with Punk, who's been injured for a majority of it. You understand? He's been carrying this.
He kept CM Punk alive while CM Punk was injured.
Bro, Drew is that guy.
Yeah.
Let's give Drew his flowers.
Yeah.
We gotta give Drew his flowers.
He was just on Inside with Chris Van Fleet. I just listened to it this morning. Yeah, it was really good.
Shit.
It was kind of like he kind of gave CM Punk. He's like, I don't like the guy, but he's got charisma, and like I like working with him because it was Drew, not Drew McIntyre. It was the guy,
Drew Galloway.
Yeah. And I love those interviews. I hate when they go too much into who they are as a wrestler sometimes. It's like I like hearing the pull back, curtain back. Let's
not
hear
too
your
much.
real thoughts.
Not too much.
Yeah.
Not too much pullback curtain.
But so then we get our third of the Intercontinental Championship match, which is going to lead to a 4-way match next week on Monday Night Raw. But this first one is going to be Dragon Lee, who we haven't seen in a while. He came back last week. And then we get Dom Dom, my boy, who I wanted to win. And then we get Dragunov. The Russian Dragon, or whatever they call him.
The Red Dragon.
The Red Dragon. So I definitely thought Dom was going to win this match. I definitely thought he was, and I thought
you really thought Dom was.
I thought he was going to. I didn't think he would win the Fatal 4-Way because I think Jey Uso's going to win that, but I thought he would be in it.
No,
I thought he would be in it.
He's not going to be in this. He has another storyline that he's part of. Not WWE.
It's too much. It's too much.
They don't do that. So yeah. I kind of figured it will be a Damien coming out.
Because Carlito comes out. Try to sabotage because you can in triple threat matches. It's completely legal. There's no DQ. But then Dom gets chased out of the fucking building, so we get like a 5-minute Dragon Lee match, which is really good. And then this is why y'all hate Joe Tessitore, because he doesn't say, I think it's a sling blade or something. I don't know what the fuck it's called. But
which is a European uppercut.
Yeah, he just calls it a huge shoulder, 1, 2, 3. Ilya Dragunov's going to the, Fatal 4-Way next Monday. It was a good match. Added in the Dom thing. It could have been better in my opinion, but it was all right.
I mean, it's a TV match. Good Monday Night Raw TV match. Yep. Like Raw have these certain type of matches. Like, and then you get this one show where they have like just all matches of fucking banging inside the ring.
And this is what I feel like AEW is kind of swag jacking right now is WWE always does these like tournaments, the next in line for the IC, the next in line for this. So now on Collision, what are they doing?
They're starting the tournament.
Okada tournament. Yeah. Who's gonna be in the fucking Fatal 4-Way?
Yeah.
Yep. So in that.
That's why.
But AEW do that because it's making matches on the show mean something.
Right.
Instead of just having Kyle Fletcher versus Ishii.
That's what you're banging.
Banging match. Bro, fire match. But what was the story before and after? Nothing and nothing. Yeah. It was just a banging match.
So, like I was telling people, again, AEW, if they don't have a storyline to the match, what their main storyline is based on the company. The company is a collection of different pro wrestling styles under one roof. That's why it's called All Elite Wrestling.
Yes.
So it's basically just another match about style versus style.
Yeah.
And I like watching matches. Sometimes, not every match need to have a storyline if you have two good in-ring competitors.
I think you can add a little something.
It doesn't, not necessarily all the
Maybe like the week before have like a little backstage kerfuffle. Like they do in WWE, like a little run-in. And that just gets me intrigued about the next match. Instead of just being like, it's Kyle Fletcher versus Ishii, give me like a little run-in in the backstage.
But if you say that, then everything we talk about, fantasy booking, it just throws that off the window. Because fantasy booking, all it is who you think this style for this guy versus this guy would actually do. We don't have no storyline. We just see that it's this guy versus this guy. Let's see what happens in the ring. So it's the same kind of thing. This style versus this style. Let's see what happens in the ring. So, you don't need a storyline for everything if you have two good in-ring competitors.
We like some storyline.
I like storylines too, but that was a fucking bang-ass match.
Yeah.
And I got something to say. When we talk about our show, man, we got a segment. I got to give somebody that flowers. Some flowers need to be had.
Where these flowers go?
No, when we talk about the segment of the show. Before HEELZ show, our show.
Okay. Flowers are getting distributed later.
Yes.
Next, we get another quick match. Damage Control versus Alba and Isla, #1 contender for Bianca and Jay. Bianca and Jay at her tableside. Kairi Sane gets a busted eye. I was surprised Alba and Isla won.
Wasn't it funny? We just spoke about this the other day. And I said that if anybody takes the title from Jade and Bianca, it's going to be Damage Control.
Yeah.
So when this happened, I said, "Oh, here we go."
Yeah.
Damage Control win.
No chance.
And then win again.
Yeah.
So are we going to get another
match? Yeah.
Like, what is going on?
Maybe just to end it. Jade and Bianca win, and then that's it.
Maybe we could be getting a triple threat tag match.
Maybe. Bad Blood, maybe. Because Bad Blood, we got a month.
Because even though Alba and Fire won, Damage Control was still in the ring with the other two.
Yeah.
With Bianca and Jade. It was a face-off. So maybe it might be a triple threat.
Probably. Maybe. We'll see. They would make it better.
Let's go, man.
Then we get Gunther coming out. He talks a little bit, and then Sammy
This was, hold on.
Sammy, what do you call him?
Sammy Plain.
Sammy Plain? Sammy
Bro,
Plain?
let's rewind for a little bit. This motherfucking Gunther, right? I'm like, okay, how the crowd's gonna react to him? Because the WWE just made a video right before it came out and showing how the crowd was reacting to him in Berlin, right?
Berlin, yeah.
I'm like, how is he gonna react? How the crowd's gonna react to him now? He came out. He had a lot more cheers this week than before. It was still boos, but it was like still cheers, right?
Yeah.
So he gets on the mic and starts talking. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh shit, it's like a little baby face. Yeah. He said, but then I come to do Denver Degenerates. It's like, there we go. There we go. So I was like, getting heel Gunther, which is good. I'm loving it. Like I say, Gunther should always be a heel. Yeah. He should never be face, bro. He just needs to be heel his whole career. He's one of those type of guys. Yeah.
But then we get Sami Zayn trying to do a call out. But Gunther says no.
No.
And walks away.
That was fun. I like that.
But then when he's about to walk away, Sammy's like, remember, I'm the only one to pin you, blah, 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 blah. I don't want to see it.
I don't want to see this damn shit.
But it looks like we're going to see it.
I don't want to see it. As soon as music hit, I said, oh, no. I said, no. Nothing we're getting Gunther.
We already saw this.
Sammy Plain and Gunther. We saw this in the Intercontinental. We don't need to see it in the World.
My only request is hopefully a squash match. Just come out, powerbomb this motherfucker, end it, move on. That would be dope. Just fucking. And everyone's like, this whole time, y'all was complaining that Sammy didn't get the push. I never complained that Sammy didn't get a push. You didn't complain.
No.
Who was complaining Sammy's not getting pushed? His haluva kick. Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
No one's complaining. The problem is, Sami Zayn lucked up.
Yep.
And fell into a hot storyline with the blood.
Yeah, I liked him as a tag team with KO. I loved it.
You did?
I did. I really liked it. They were a great tag team. Great tag team. But
I just don't like Sammy Plain.
Him versus Gunther again, we'll see. They might have a good match. We'll see. But then we get the last part, and before this, it was supposed to be Bronson Reed, but he gets COVID before Monday Night Raw starts. It was supposed to be Bronson Reed, Sheamus, and Ludwig Kaiser.
Yep.
In the triple threat match to be the last in the Intercontinental Fatal 4-Way. But then we get Braun Strowman, who got tsunami through a fucking car. And he's like, I can go, Adam Pearce. And he's like, you tell me you can go? You can go. So he goes.
And kudos to Bronson.
Bronson Reed was supposed to win this match.
No, I mean, kudos to like
Strowman.
Yeah. Kudos to Strowman. He sold the fuck out that injury.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, sold it to a T. Even when he does this, you know what I'm saying? He go, even get in the ring, he's like, shit, I think that shit was really hurting. At one point, I'm like, I don't think that's it. This motherfucker's really
hurting.
But he still went.
But he gets the win. And so that just tells me it was supposed to be Bronson Reed getting the win. And it was supposed to probably be Jay. They were probably setting up Bronson Reed to look like this mammoth of a man for Jay to win in that match. And then go on to Braun Breaker and beat Braun Breaker.
And you know what? The funny thing is,
Jay's winning the IC.
Business.
And if he doesn't, don't get mad, y'all. He's going to get his time, guys. They're not misusing him, I promise.
Business.
Keith's bitch ass.
No, wait, man. Come on. You got Keith, man. You got to leave Keith alone, man. Look, business-wise, it makes all the sense in the world to have Jey Uso win the IC title.
Makes all the sense.
It has him and have him winning the Fatal 4. It makes all the sense, all the business sense.
Yeah.
But street-wise, like, like that business and that's like the real shit in the street, right?
Yeah.
Street-wise, nah. I think how they built up Bronson Reed the last couple of months, I would have loved to see a fucking Braun Breaker and a Bronson Reed match, bro.
It would have been
more. That sounds more enticing than a Jey Uso in a Braun Breaker match. Think about that shit.
It would have been, yeah. He can still happen. He comes back from COVID.
Bronson Reed, the way he's been the mammoth.
The mammoth.
You know what I'm saying?
The tsunami.
The tsunami mammoth versus the badass, the badder than evil.
Yeah.
The dog versus
baby.
That match, bro, it has combustible elements, you know?
Been good.
But I know it's not. Jey Uso ain't gonna give me no.
And then everyone would have cried because of Jey Uso not getting his shot.
Listen,
everyone would have cried.
Some things are left better untouched. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't think it's a good time for Jay to get a singles title right now.
Yeah.
I really don't think so.
We'll see. It's going to happen eventually.
I think once he joins the OG bloodline again, he gets back with his brother, I think that would be a good time to get the IC title. See, because now he's going to be part of a faction that help bring gold into a faction.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And then now you got Roman looking at Jay like, that's why you always been my right-hand man.
Yeah.
That's why I gave you the name Main Event Jay Uso. Can you imagine that shit? He's fucking pumping him up before he gets his IC title because he's in the bloodline. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? His brother's right there, and he come out there, and he don't come out there with the just me Uso no more. He comes out with the fucking regular Uso.
The regular Uso song.
Uso. Let's go. Man.
But then we get Pete Dunne fucking up Sheamus too before.
Man, hit him with the Shillelagh.
Yeah. So they're setting up something, maybe Bad Blood, we'll see. They're setting up more, or maybe the SmackDown before Bad Blood or something, Raw before Bad Blood, something. But then we get the main event because Mommy made the call to Jay. We get the Yeet Master.
What did he say?
Versus.
He didn't say.
Yeet.
Oh, come on. Come on, stop. He said, yeet. Yeet. Right in the crowd. Yeet.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. And then I was like, oh, that's the main event. So.
Yeah. They get the win. Mommy comes out. They all eating. After Raw goes off. It was a typical match. We knew who was going to win. There's no way JD and Finn were winning that. There's no way.
Bro, like, I think, this is what I would have preferred to see on Jey Uso when Damian approached him in the locker room and said, I got to talk to him. Remember that?
Yeah.
I got to talk to him. I would have liked to see Jay look at fucking Damian and say, you know what, Uso, I ain't doing this for you. I'm doing this for Mommy. But I'm telling you right now, it's still bad blood between you. It's on sight.
Yeah.
And then fucking did some other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like that. I like the vicious Jay. I like that Jay. Like the vicious Jay. Like
babyface.
Now he's like all smiling. And like how we hold on. We didn't even talk about Braun Breaker versus Jey Uso backstage segment. Now we can do this.
I forgot about that.
Man.
He said, ain't no one in your family ever beat my family.
I said, ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, I said, let me see. What do you think? Oh, shit. And boy, that face off. And I was hoping Jay would have got a little bit more serious, but not really.
And because we know Jay's going to win because
he's smiling. He was smiling. He's like,
we know right there Jay's winning because of that statement.
What?
Ain't no one in your family beat my family. Well, it's about to happen. It's about to happen.
Can we please get some? Let's keep Braun Breaker with the title.
He won a title with someone.
Now,
tag team champs, baby.
IC title on Jay.
It's gonna look good. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. Braun Breaker's just the mountain he's gonna. You got to give him that extra push. He beat someone that's unbeatable.
So let's see. If I don't believe that. I'm trying to find a person who, if they had that IC title and Jay beat him for it, I'd be like, all right, cool. It's just that you build up Braun Breaker to this untouchable, this unstoppable force. And Jay's gonna be the one to stop him.
Jay, baby.
Jay Uso. No, bro, no. I see again. Y'all tell us. Like, comment, subscribe.
Who's the question? Braun?
Which is the better match? Braun Breaker versus Bronson Reed or Jey Uso versus Braun Breaker?
Or a triple threat. Fuck it.
No, man.
Triple threat, baby.
You don't need that. You don't need to play triple threat. You just need a one-on-one match. Let's see who's the better man.
Let's see. That's our WWE review for the week, y'all. Peace. Check out AEW All Out prediction show because all in, now we're going out.
That's right.
So that's how they work at AEW. Peace, y'all. Oh,